YouTube. What's going on today, man? What's going on in this NBA? What's going on with this gambling? It's crazy. I was at work today. I see Chauncey Billups. Breaking news, Chauncey Billups. Damon Jones, they used to play with LeBron James. I know he was on the coaching staff with the Cavaliers at one time. I think the Heat too. And then I see Terry Rozier. And I've been hearing about Terry Rozier for a minute because I think he was suspended from the league. But I guess the feds have been doing a federal investigation for upward up to 2 years. And Chauncey Billups is a coach for the Portland Trailblazers. So I don't know what he got going on. These dudes are making too much money, but they're caught up in an illegal gambling ring. You know what I'm saying? I guess I think Terry Rozier was doing betting on games. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's a crazy video of a game he supposedly betted on. Man, if he's not trying to throw that game, he looked like he got touched by one of the people on the Monstars, and he got all his power zapped from him because he was throwing bad passes. And I'm used to, I done seen Terry Rozier get down dribbling the basketball. I ain't never seen him look how crazy he looked. It looked so obvious that he was betting on that game, but I want to say allegedly because I don't want to say anything wrong, you know what I'm saying, if he's not found guilty.
Meter, and the meter's still running, Richard. Still going. Oh, Rozier turned it over again. Having a tough night. And Rozier off the DHO. And he turned it over. Turn it up. But you don't want to play with your team, especially against the Miami Heat. I can tell you, hey, you don't like playing in Miami? Yeah. Better do it. Clock down to 3. They got to get busy. Rozier with a 9-1-1 comes up short. On Merrill. Rozier, a contested 3 is short. The ultimate teammates and sacrifice so much. Rozier on the show and go. That all year. Empty corner 2-man game. Rozier with a 3. Anderson with a rebound. Rozier relocates for another try. Boy, that was awfully short.
But they arrest Chauncey Billups. They say Chauncey Billups was more of they arrested him with like poker, like illegal gambling, like I think slot machines. They said they was doing certain things where they was rigging the machines to win. They had on certain kind of glasses where you can see, the table would tell you what card is what. So they was cheating people out of a lot of money. They was running like a gambling ring where they was cheating people out of money. And if they wouldn't pay, Chauncey Billups was working with the mob. Yeah, you heard me, the mob, the real mob. And he was working with them as far as people not wanting to pay and everything and running this illegal game and scam, whatever they got going on. And they said they got Chauncey Billups mentioned with Terry Rozier and on his own case. I don't know about Damon Jones. They still haven't came up with all the facts to know what's going on. But they got a crazy video. I'm going to put that Terry Rozier video inside my video so y'all can see how crazy this game was and how he was acting at this game. It's just so obvious that he was cheating, you know what I'm saying? Like he was throwing a game. And they said it was another game where he faked the injury where he had to come out. One thing about it, when they start talking about football and they was talking about having a NBA team in Las Vegas, when you heard NFL in Las Vegas, you heard NBA in Las Vegas, whatever you gonna have in Las Vegas, you think of gambling when you think about Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? What stays in Vegas or what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But first thing that go through your mind a lot of times, you think about gambling. So I'm thinking, well, when you got an NFL team, you got an NBA team, it's going to be hard for a player not to want to gamble. You would think doesn't make sense because they make so much money, but you can never have enough money. And then anywhere it's something where you can probably get over and get around, you know what I'm saying, and scheme anything, you're going to try to do that. and for all I know, Chauncey Billups didn't have nothing to do with throwing the game. But just think about it. I think you got Michael Porter Jr., his brother got kicked out the league. And then I seen Michael Porter Jr. on a podcast talking about gambling. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just an open, like, it's just, you just open the door for people that want to gamble. I know I gamble do a lot of parlays on apps. It's just, it's kind of addictive. Like, it's so easy to do. You don't even realize you gambling, and before you know it, you can lose. And it's an addictive thing like a drug. Gambling is addictive like drugs and food. Anything you do, gambling might be more addictive. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole idea of you winning more money or doubling or tripling your money you put in is going to intrigue anybody to do that. But it's wild seeing Chauncey Billups get arrested, Damon Jones get arrested, Terry Rozier get arrested, and they say it's like 30 more people in the situation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking on Twitter, and I see Gilbert Arenas, and he got a picture where he got a cup and he's got a bag, and he says informant meal. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's making a joke of like he told on him, because, you know, Gilbert Arenas is dealing with his own situation going on with illegal gambling and all that. He's dealing with his own. He got arrested for that, and they said, but he said he's innocent. He just was renting out the house to people that was having poker games, whatever they was doing. He don't know. He just more of a renter to the people, and they was renting out the house and using it for what they was using it for. He said he wasn't a part of that. But when they let Gilbert Arenas out of jail, he was dancing down the steps. He always gonna make a joke out of anything, and they had him with a picture. And then he had a sack on the ground where they had informant on there, making it look like, hey, he told.
I'm merely your host, Josiah Johnson. We have yet to see Gilbert Arenas, a very tough Thursday for some. Oh, here he comes. Hey, how y'all doing, baby?
What's up, big dog? Info. Info. Oh, they say info on there.
Informant? No. This is lunch. Informant. Just got back. You got a Big Mac in
You see, I'm a six man.
Hiding in the shadows, huh? How y'all doing, man?
What's
No, this is my lunch, man. I ain't get to eat it over there, man. I was talking too much.
Wait. I got information on the new cake.
You remember me?
What's that, a Danish?
Oh, yeah, got my little Danish. Hey, man, look, I ain't gonna lie, they teach you good over there.
The first 48. Hey, that new, they give you coffee in it? Give you coffee in there?
He did all that for a Danish.
Right?
No, I got Brother Jones.
Okay.
With 2 pieces of cheese.
It's
Play no game around here.
My bad.
The show must go on. The Blazers wasn't going to win anyway. The last thing they needed was the coach.
We said 5 years ago.
Well, that's crazy.
We was screaming. We were saying 5 2 years ago. They could have saved some money.
Ladies and gentlemen, blessed to have our freedom. Here it goes, Arenas made about underdog.
Info on the other side. Huh? They say info.
Information. Got a lot of information.
Info.
Alas, this is Gilbert Arenas, made about underdog. As I previously told you, I'm merely your host, Josiah Johnson, joined as always by the legend Gilbert Arenas. Next to Gil, bringing his championship experience to the arena. NBA champion of the world, Swaggy P, Nick Young.
I like the other sound effects. When I don't want the.
Now look at the other one, please.
There you go.
Hey, Swag, I woke up this morning, did not know if you might be making that noise today. Blessed to see you here on the couch. Did not know. A lot of shit going on. Strange things afoot around Adam Silver's National Basketball Association. Right. But on this side of the couch, man that goes by many names. Moneymaker Sonny, Championship Charles, but you know best as Cemetery Larry, NCAA champion of the world, Rashad McCants, back in the arena. Rashad, I know you watched the games last night.
I don't watch shit. I don't know what's going on.
Don't know?
I'm not privy to anything right now.
I ain't see shit.
I don't know shit, but y'all gonna find out today though. Goddamn, I done found out at the same time as everybody else.
And last but not least, representing Tough Crowd University, Mr. Buxton 6, Mr. B. Brandon Jennings back here with us.
Mr. Buxton 6.
You saw Giannis yesterday?
Yeah, I was looking good.
You saw he came in? Crowd down.
That's tough crowded.
I wore his shirt, he wore my shirt.
We got a lot of things to discuss. Some things we may not discuss. We shall see. But here's what's cracking.
We got something to discuss. Look, I'm good for all the trolling. That's cool, but Rachel Nichols is foul.
What did Rachel Nichols do good?
She used my video, and she actually wrote that I possibly snitched.
Oh, not Rachel.
Listen, I'm going to troll with the best of them. But to ask that question,
No, she can't do that.
because then it makes me really want to, like, first of all, 2 of them niggas is gambling on NBA. One is throwing poker games and robbing his friends. Ain't got shit to do with me. I'm going to tell on this nigga.
Wow,
I'm just I'm telling on him. Like, you know what I mean? My case is all a whole bunch of Igors and Igors, right? And I don't like this, what's going on. I see the word mafia, but the only faces I see is Negroes.
Yeah.
Not Crenshaw Mafia.
NBA. You know what I mean? It's NBA, like, wait a minute, hold on, man. Like, what's going on here? What y'all going on? What the NBA do to y'all?
Brother polite. Brother.
I had to think about it. It's mafia, but it's just local.
You've been around brother knowledge. You've been
local
around brother knowledge.
International crime bosses. Blacks.
Right.
Okay.
You need a face.
They don't got jumpers.
You need a face.
They don't got jumpers.
None of them got
Like,
caught.
look, I watch enough movies to know the last group you want to snitch on is the mafia.
Adam Silver, you wasn't gonna open those arenas up as polling stations.
Listen, I watch Dateline. They still ain't found people since 1947.
We seen the
I like my YouTube career.
And we enjoyed it as well. Blessed to be employed by the good folks over at Underdog. Whoop, whoop. But we have some.
Still out?
What?
No, is Kwame still out? Because I swore I told him plenty of times.
Still-
Like I know, like,
still a
what I'm
YouTube
saying,
deal.
like Georgia, like he's in your area. Just pull up. You're gonna find something. Just pull up. You're gonna find something. You're gonna find him, his brother, one of them. Woo!
No, you should have worn a D-Lo shirt today.
D-Lo. Oh, I said,
Little
what a
D-Lo,
No, but
yeah.
I don't have a problem with Little D-Lo. You got a problem with Little D-Lo. You know? I don't.
Well,
That's my buddy.
That's my
My
dog.
guy. That's
That's
your
my
personal
buddy.
problem.
My
I
buddy.
inherit your beef.
That's great.
You know?
Okay, that's cool.
Unless you ask me to.
That's cool. Okay.
But I should have wore that.
You should have
I
wore
should have. I wasn't thinking on my feet.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That would have been a good one.
That's a good one.
Moving onward and upward, here's what's cracking in Gil's Arena today.
And I seen him on Gil's Arena talking about how Rachel Mathers took that information and kind of ran with it and made it seem like he really told. And he was trying to explain, like, I don't got nothing to do with that. Them dudes was gambling on basketball. I'm not in basketball. I don't got nothing to do about basketball. But all these gambling apps, Underdog, Prize Pick, Bettors, it's so many different apps you can gamble on. DraftKings, FanDuel, anything you can gamble on. And then just the aspect of, like, just say for instance you're a basketball player and you bet all this money on yourself to not come back in the game and you fake an injury. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what Terry Rozier was doing. You know what I'm saying? But they arrested all of them. And I didn't know that was like just a federal crime. I thought you were just going to get kicked out the league. You probably going to get banned for betting on sports or something like that. But they arresting them guys, and the feds are doing a big investigation in the situation. They had a press conference and everything. I want to see the other 30 people that's wrapped up in the mix. And then they say Damon Jones, they arrested him because they say he was giving out information on LeBron James' injury when he was playing with the Cavs. Like he was telling bettors that if LeBron James was going to play or if he was hurt. I don't know the full details in the situation, but I'm waiting to find out the rest. And when I find out the rest, I'll give it to y'all. Y'all probably already going to be on social media to get it, but I'm going to get on her and report it. But I know LeBron James don't want his name connected to any of this stuff going on. He has no smut on his background on nothing. And then they have somebody that, because I watched it on SportsCenter earlier when they was bringing up Damon Jones, and they was playing LeBron James the whole time. Like they was playing a video of him walking back and forth the whole time, making it seem like LeBron James has something to do with this. And if I was LeBron James, they trying to find a reason to get you, my guy. So you better be smart and stay super clean, because they was already bringing up the steroid situation. They anything. Stephen A. Smith, all of a sudden this news coming out about he don't like him, he don't like him. Russell Westbrook come out calling him fake. His name is in the news. Now you got all this stuff going on with one of your former players that played with you. Like, I think he was helping with the coaching on the Cavaliers, but he played with him with the Heat, I think. And then you got Chauncey Billups as a coach in the NBA, and they say he's working with the mob. The mob. Terry Rozier, I think he was already suspended while they were doing the investigation. They were doing this investigation for almost 2 years. So just imagine. I want to know the other 30 people. Just imagine Kawhi Leonard was going through what he was going through a minute ago. He got paid behind a fake LLC so he can kind of get some money under the table from Steve Ballmer, the Clippers coach. Just imagine if a person like Kawhi Leonard, they come to find out like he's one of the names in the situation, or another big name like a John Morant. I ain't trying to throw these dudes' name here. I'm just saying, just imagine if it's an NBA player that big of a name, like that's get caught up in this situation. I wonder how the NBA will handle it, because I know a big enough player, you're not going to ban him. You'll have to hit him with the Pete Rose kind of ban, can't get in the Hall of Fame. And this dude that passed away, now they opening the door for him to get in the Hall of Fame. Like, that's how serious baseball take it. I don't know how serious basketball take it. I know basketball take it pretty serious because the referees was kind of cheating the game, and that dude ended up going to prison. So with Chauncey Billups, with a person being in his position, I don't see why he would do something like that. Them dudes are getting millions of dollars, and to be really working for the mob, I want to see if he really working for the mob. Because you know the FBI, just like they did Puff Daddy, they kind of blew that up and kind of took that somewhere else. And when we end up getting the evidence on the case, it wasn't really nothing. So him working for the mob, he can know somebody, was talking to somebody in the mob or something. You just don't know. But his didn't have nothing to do with basketball. His was like poker, gambling, and stuff like that, kind of like Gilbert Arenas. Terry Rozier was throwing a game. If we gotta watch this video. That video is a trip. It's like it's so noticeable. Like, man, if you was gonna play it off, it's like you take you back to Blue Chips, the movie. You see that dude run back the tape, and you see the dude was really throwing the game. His was way more obvious than that. He was throwing bag passes. He was throwing turnaround, no-look passes. It looked like he was throwing the game. You know what I'm saying? And I think if you're an NBA, you're in the NFL, you can't talk to your family about nothing, about injuries or nothing like that. I think you'll get in trouble for that if they were to find out. But that's all the information I got right now. Man, Gilbert Arenas is a fool. And Gilbert Arenas keep playing, and these dudes trying to come for his neck, and he's still making a joke like he's an informant. You know, he had it written on the bag. And, you know, he kind of thought about it, because when I seen him on the show, he was saying Rachel Nichols was kind of trying to joke and put him in there. And he took it as, oh, man, I need to stop playing. Yeah, you need to stop playing, because what you facing is something serious. And them feds, when they got a case and they coming to get you, they are not playing around. So, man, tell me how y'all feel about this situation. I know it blew everybody's mind, man. Chauncey Billups arrested. Coach Terry Rozier arrested. Player. Then you got Damon Jones. He don't play in the NBA no more. He's arrested for giving certain information to bettors to bet on some of LeBron James games and talking about his injuries when he know better than that. But tell me how y'all feel about it, man. Like, comment, subscribe on my video, man. And I'm out.